Donald Trump has reiterated his demand for Iran to reopen the Strait of Hormuz by 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Tuesday. That is expected to allow traffic to start following and flowing again through the vital route for global energy supplies. That's the Strait of Hormuz. But he's warned the U.S. would decimate every bridge and power plant within 4 hours of that deadline not being met. But Polymarket bets show Donald Trump's deadline for Iran to open the Hormuz will not lead to U.S. strikes. In fact, Polymarket bets show just a 3% chance of Trump following through on his Iran threat. The real question now is if Trump chickens out again on his threat to hit Iran's energy infrastructure and bridges. This will not be the first time that Donald Trump's U-turn or extension will be made. On the 21st of March, remember, Trump had threatened to obliterate Iranian power plants if the Strait of Hormuz isn't reopened within 48 hours. But 2 days later, he extended the deadline by another 5 days, saying U.S. and Iran had held very good and productive conversations. Then on the 26th of March, Trump said on Iranian government's request, he's pausing the strikes on Iranian energy plants for 10 days through till the 6th of April. The betting site has increased participation on various Iran war-related options as well. The latest examples of those bets include, will Trump extend the deadline on hitting Iran again? When will the Iran war end? Polymarket saw $10.57 billion in trading volume in March this year. That marks the prediction market site's first month above the $10 billion mark ever. It also shows the increased interest in Polymarket bets amid the Iran war. Now, the March figures for Polymarket represent a 33% increase from the prior month. That is also a 2.5 times multiple of the October 2024 election peak in US. The total volume in the March quarter reached about $26.2 billion, up over 90% compared to December quarter of last year. Separately, Polymarket US, which was launched late last year, hit over $700 million in March. That represents a 167% increase over February this year. And now, it accounts for 6.6% of the total platform volume, having more than doubled its share year to date. The growth comes despite the platform still being invite-only for the time being and limited to sports markets. That suggests the geopolitics and crypto verticals, which drive a significant share of global Polymarket volume, remain entirely untapped in its offering. Opening access to these categories for Polymarket users in US could accelerate the platform's growth. But remember, these latest figures come as the CFTC had filed lawsuits last week against the states of Arizona, Connecticut, and Illinois over their attempts to regulate prediction markets. The case filings signal that federal preemption is the likely regulatory framework ahead.